When you start looking for bookkeeping software, you'll keep running into the same three names: Zoho Books, Quickbooks, and Xero. At first glance, they all look pretty similar, but once you actually use them, the differences are huge. Some parts will drive you crazy, while others can actually make your day-to-day a whole lot easier. I've spent time using each of the three, and I'll share what works, what doesn't, and which one might save you the most headaches. And if at any point you decide you want to try one of them out, there are some links in the description below that'll get you the best price available anywhere, or you can just scan the QR code on screen. Alright, so Zoho Books is usually the one that catches people off guard, because let's be real, it's not the first name you think of when someone says bookkeeping software. But don't sleep on it, because for the price, it's actually kind of impressive. You get everything you'd expect, like sending invoices, tracking expenses, billing projects, all the normal stuff. And then you get those little convenient features like automated payment reminders and reoccurring invoices. Basically, it takes the boring stuff off your plate without you having to think about it. And the fact that it's cheaper than QuickBooks or Xero is a huge win if you're freelancing or running something small and you don't want software cost editing into your profits. The app on your phone is decent too, which I appreciate because nobody wants to be chained to a desk just to keep tabs on payment. Now, here's the part that's not as fun. Zoho doesn't play nice with as many other apps as the bigger players, and while the interface gets the job done, it doesn't exactly wow you. But if you're already using Zoho CRM or their other tools, it all connects together in a way that makes sense, and that alone saves you from bouncing between too many platforms. So for the price, you'll actually get a lot. QuickBooks, on the other hand, is the name that everyone's heard a million times, and for good reason. It's been around forever, and there's a good chance any accountant or bookkeeper you hire already knows how to use it. That right there is a big deal, because you don't want to waste time teaching someone the software that's supposed to save you time. The thing about QuickBooks is that it really tries to do everything. You've got invoicing, expense tracking, payroll, inventory, reporting, and even some tax help built in. If there's a financial task you can think of, it's probably in there somewhere. But here's the catch. It's not the most beginner-friendly. There's definitely a learning curve, and when you get stuck, support sometimes takes a while to actually fix your problem. Another thing to keep in mind is how US focused it is. A lot of the tax features are super helpful if you're based in the States, but if you're outside the US, some of them just aren't relevant. Where QuickBooks really shines is in integrations. It connects with just about everything, which is great if you want all of your systems talking to each other without having to manually upload spreadsheets every week. The downside is the cost. Once you start adding things like payroll or advanced features, the price just keeps climbing. But if you're running a business that needs a full-on powerhouse tool and you're okay with dealing with a little learning curve, QuickBooks is hard to ignore. Then there's Xero. And this one is interesting because it really leans into collaboration. The way it works lets you and your team plus your accountant all log in and see the same numbers in real time. That alone saves so much back and forth because you're not stuck emailing files or worrying about whether someone's spreadsheet is outdated. Everyone sees the exact same data as it changes. That just makes everything smoother. It also has really good multi-currency support, which makes a difference if you're working with clients or suppliers overseas. Not every bookkeeping platform handles that well, so it's a nice plus if you're dealing with international money. Like QuickBooks, it also has a big library of integrations. So if you've already got payroll systems or inventory apps, you can usually plug them right in. Where Xero falls short is the price, since it's not usually the cheapest. And if you're the type who likes to customize every little thing, you might feel boxed in at times. But for day-to-day bookkeeping that keeps everyone aligned and doesn't make you fight the software, it's a strong option, especially for businesses that are global or teamwork heavy. So at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to what matters most to you. If you're really watching your budget, but you still want solid automation and features that cover the basics, Zoho Books makes sense. If you want a tool that has pretty much everything built in and you don't mind the steeper learning curve or the higher price, then QuickBooks is going to be the one that delivers. And if collaboration and international features are more important, then Xero is probably where you'll end up. So if you think one of these is the right fit for you, for your business, don't forget to check the links in the description below, or you can simply scan that QR code on the screen to get them at the best price available for any of these booking programs. And before I wrap it up, I really want to know where you land on this. Do you see yourself going with one of these, or have you tried any of them already and either liked it or got completely frustrated? Just go ahead, drop your comments down below.